Wow, that's called overexposed. Yep. Today's video, the overexposure is rough. Like, homie, you can't even see. Oh, there we go. Dang, that looks all right. Hey friend, how's it going? I'm already laughing and I've just started. So this video is for the single ladies, all of you. Let's gather. Let's start this at a place where you can get context as to how my single life has been looking so far. Firstly, I've tried all the dating sites, all of them on your behalf. I've tried them for you and for me and for everyone else not yet born and will ever be born, okay? Hinge, Tinder, Bumble, Coffee Meets Bagel, Happen. At one point, I think I was on Plenty of Fish, or all of them, every single one, okay? Clearly, it hasn't worked out for me. But that does not mean that it won't work out for you, okay? As I've said before, there is absolutely no point for us to inspire one another, to motivate one another, if we're not going to put things into action. You know what I mean? You do know what I mean. Okay. First things first, hookup culture is not for you. Just saying. It's just not for you, okay? I think as women, quite often, we forget like the biological makeup of our bodies. We're just not made for hookup culture. We're just not. So let's opt out of hookup culture, okay? If you don't know what it is, go ahead and Google, because I'm not gonna give the definition, all right? That's the first thing, number one. Elect yourself as the one who will not participate, okay? You and me, we shall not participate in hookup culture. If we have before, that's fine. It's in the past, okay? It's in the past. It's done. And what is the atonement for if not for forgiveness? Okay, it's done, washed away, gone. We're not involved in that kind of nonsense no more. What we are involved in is a new kind of culture. This new kind of culture is getting about the business of living your life, friend. Get about the business of living your good old life, because you are not going to sit down and wait for a man. You're not going to do that. You're not going to do that. You could, but I'm not going to let you do that. All right? You're going to go live your life. You're going to go get a hobby. You're going to go get a manicure. You're going to go get a pedicure. You're going to take care of yourself. You're going to take care of your skin. You're going to take care of your hair. You're going to take care of your family. You're going to take care of everything that matters to you. You're going to go to brunch with your friends. You are going to start a business, okay? You're going to start a business. You're going to do things. Oh, I promised myself that I wouldn't get all up in your face, that I would be so chill in this video. So hold on, deep breath. I'm going to reiterate that one part. I think I kind of glazed over it. You're going to start a business. Okay, you're going to start a business that agrees with everything you stand for, a business that excites you, a business that just kind of, it just fulfills you as you're working on it. And you're going to do this while you're still working. It's fine. It's not even a side hustle. It's just something, it's a project you are building for yourself. It doesn't always need to be a for-profit project. You can also go and volunteer. The point is, you're going to get busy, okay? Not like busy, like you can't breathe, you can't think, you can't function. No, not that kind of busy. Busy enjoying, busy living, busy doing the things that matter to you. You're gonna get busy. You're gonna take up swimming. You don't have to take up swimming, but I love swimming and I think swimming is great and I want everybody to swim. If you want, you'll take up swimming. If you don't know how to swim, you'll learn. It's a skill, a very good one to know, just in general in life, okay? You're gonna get things going. You're gonna get things on the roll. Once you've gotten things going, you will come to realize that you actually don't have time to be on dating sites. Not to say that you can't meet somebody on dating sites. No, that's not true at all. So I work in the wedding industry, and in the wedding industry, let me tell you, just this year alone, I think I've done over 90 weddings, maybe like under 100, but like some between there. done many, many, many weddings this year alone. And in those many, many weddings this year, there's probably, I would say, 49 to 52% of my clients, or rather of my couples whom I've worked with, they met online. They met online. But here's the thing. Them meeting online, the things that connected them were their hobbies and their interests. That's what I'm saying. You're going to get an interest, not to get a dude. No, that's not why. That's not the main reason. You're going to do that so that you can be in the process of just self-betterment, self-care, self-taking care of, self-improvement, self-moving forward, self-something, you know? Yeah, so that you don't get too locked up in thinking about, when am I going to find somebody? When am I going to settle down? Or if you don't have kids yet, when am I going to have kids? If you want to have more kids, you know, the clocks are ticking. So you don't get too engulfed in the when is it going to happen for me, right? Personally, I found that when you get so engulfed in the process of when is it going to happen for me, you start being like that book. I don't know if you've ever read this book to your kids, or if you're an aunt, maybe you've come across this book from your nephews and nieces, but it's a book about a bird. It's a little bird, so I guess a chick. And the chick hatches. The mother is not there when the chick hatches. So this chick goes down the tree. Is it a chick if it's a bird? Okay, this bird goes down the tree and starts kind of waddling around. Yeah, my bird went from being a chicken to a bird, and now it feels like a duck. Let's just go with it. So the bird is like waddling around and asking this, just one question. Are you my mother? And then the truck is like, no. Waddle, waddle. Are you my mother? And then the pig is like, no. Are you my mother? And then the mountain is like, no. Do you see what I mean? That's how it is when you're so engulfed in finding a partner, or like finding a husband, or finding a boyfriend, or just finding that one who is for you. You're like waddling around. You're like, are you the one? No. Are you the one? No. What about you? Are you the one? This is you waddling. Ne? Are you the one? No. It's fine. So stop waddling. Just stop. Just get about the business of taking care of your life. Because how many no's can a girl handle? How many? So just stop it. Don't waddle with. Just, if you're going to waddle your way into the swimming pool and chill. Take care of your body. Eat well. Take care of yourself, you know? And if you've got children, get about the business of enjoying one another and enjoying your lives. And this is the one thing that I really want to make clear. I'm going to get back on track. What can sometimes happen, and I'm not going to speak to like men or anything like that. I'm going to really speak to women, because I intimately understand this experience. Intimately understand this experience. What can sometimes happen is that you can put your life on hold. You can be like, you know, I really wanted to skydive, but I want to do that with my partner one day. Fine. But now, like, it's 10 years later, friend. Like, it's 10 years later, and you haven't gone skydiving. For real. Go skydiving tomorrow. Just, like, call up the place, book the time, and go do it. I've done skydiving. It is the most exhilarating thing on planet Earth. And this example comes from somewhere, because when I did skydiving, I think I was 20, and I really wanted to do it with, like, a boyfriend or whatnot. And I didn't have one at the time. However, there was a guy who was chatting with me, and he had taken me out on a date, and we didn't like click, you know, and we both knew we didn't click. So we kind of like friend zoned one another immediately, the both of us. It was a mutual thing. So I just called him up. I was like, Tring! You? I was about to say his name. Guy, listen, skydiving, you in? And he was like, sure. And then he had a friend that was visiting from Kenya. He's like, can I bring my friend? Sure. He brought his friend. I brought a film crew because I didn't want to pay for it, so I made my old job pay for it. And I thought, content. Yeah. Anyway, skydiving. Go skydiving. It's exhilarating. It is fun. It's beautiful. It's terrifying. The point is, you'll do it, and then you know what? When your partner does come around, you'll do it with him too. And it'll be kind of fun too, I just don't want you to put yourself on hold. Who says that you'll be around 10 years from now? We hope you are. You're wonderful. We hope we see you turn gray and old and senile and all those things, like live life and grow into the hundreds if you want to. But who says that we'll make it there? I'm all about YOLO right now. Just live, guys. Live whether you are single, whether you are married or not. Because here is the one thing that I can tell you, like true from experience. Well, I guess everything I'm telling you is from experience. When I got married, what an old story. I feel like all I talk about is when I was married. So I was married, right? And dude, being my husband at the time, had so many interests, like hobbies and stuff. Like he played soccer, he played basketball, he worked out, and what is that? Something frisbee. Like he was busy. Like he had a social life. He had things going on, and me, all I had going on was work. It was inspiring to see that what, life doesn't just have to be about work. You know what I mean? Like you can have a full life of experiences whether you are married or not. Because he continued to enjoy his things, his hobbies to this day. To this day, he still enjoys his hobbies and his interests. You know what I mean? Like living a full life. And I think that the way that we are raised as people really does inform this, because if you were raised in that survival space of make it happen, then you're gonna focus a lot on the money and working. And then people who have hobbies, you're gonna be kind of like, huh? What? I don't have time for that. But you do have time for it. You do. Let me tell you how you can make time for it. One, you can start to recognize that your work isn't your everything. Even if it is. You might be like the biggest, baddest lawyer in the... Good for you, lawyer, okay? Good for you, doctor, okay? But you are more than the lawyer. You are more than the doctor badge that you wear in your life. You're so much more than that. Take time to kind of figure out and find and also go back to those childhood memories of when you would see somebody doing something and think, oh, that looks kind of cool. Like, have you ever wanted to go surfing and you don't know how, and maybe you're 38 now? That's okay. Go learn. You can learn things. You can start stuff and learn and figure it out as you go. And you won't be good at it. Maybe, there are those people who are good at just everything that they start. That's okay. If you're not one of those people, you're fine. But you can just go out into the world and just learn something. And you don't have to be the best at that something. Just learn something and do it for enjoyment. I had some questions come into my inbox, and I'm so glad for the people who had written to me. This is on Instagram, and asked a few questions. There was two that really stood out to me. The first one was from somebody who was asking me about, how do you know if he is the one? How do you know? Friend, I can just tell you that you need to ask God if he is the one, okay? You need to ask God and get a confirmation so that you can hold on to that confirmation when things can get a little bit rocky there sometimes, all right? What I can say, and an advice that I will give to my daughter and my son, in fact, is to focus on being the right person. Focus on being that person. So let me explain what I mean. So for example, when I think of somebody whom I want to spend rest of time and all eternity with, I often think about the joy that we will experience together. I know that there will be tough times and whatever, but I often think about the laughter Will we be able to laugh together? This is so important to me. It's so important. It's so important for me to be with a person with whom I can like ride life with, laughing. Okay, so this is really important. So when I realized that, I thought to myself, do I laugh often? Am I a person that laughs easily and often? And at the time, I wasn't really, but now I've become that person. Like I've made a choice to become that person. So I find things funny. I seek out the funny just for myself, because I realize that we can be so serious that it's hilarious. It is all serious, but then it's also like, it's also not that serious, you know. I say it's also not that serious. You know why? Because you know and I know that you are not God and I am not God on this earth. Therefore, it's serious, but I don't, I'm not the creator of the universe and the alpha and omega and the end all and be all, and I'm not the one who sends his son Jesus Christ to planet earth. I'm not the supreme ruler of the universe. So when I think of things that way, life immediately becomes funny for me, because it's like I don't have the whole world on my shoulders. Neither do you, even when you think that you do, right? Become that person. The values that you desire that person to have. You want them to be trustworthy, so become trustworthy. You want them to be loyal, so become loyal. You want them to be hardworking, so become a person who's hardworking. You want them to travel, become a person who travels. You want to be fit and healthy. You want to have a man who is fit, who is healthy. Become that person. Become fit. Become healthy. Just become these aspects, because when you become these things, it is, in my opinion, more aligned and easier for you to be able to open your life up to meeting a person who is like that. And that's because you're going to be moving around in space where people like that exist. Also, in the process of you becoming this person, oh my gosh, it's so beautiful. In that process, you'll find yourself discovering parts of yourself that maybe you've never known or that weren't on the surface of you, but now they come to the surface and you are highlighting them that much more. But you're really going to bring so much more goodness into your own life, because there's nothing more beautiful than having a full life and then meeting someone who has a full life, and then together you have this beautiful life that you can build. You know what I mean? Like when two healthy people meet and come to build a healthy family, is that not what you want? That's what you want, isn't it? That's what I desire for you. So as you are exploring your single dom, wow, that sounds harsh, singledom. Yeah, let's make English pretty. As you are exploring that experience, whether it's been for 5 years, no matter how long it has been for you, I want you to know that you are enough in your life. Enough. Why am I making English sound so brutal today? Enough. No, enough. There we go. There's the pretty English. You're enough, friend. You are enough as you. You are enough in this moment as you are. You are enough. You are completely enough as a person. And the other enough person is going to come around. They're gonna come around. It's gonna happen for you. Don't worry about it. Don't overthink it. And I know there are some of you that are on this channel who are manifesting like the love of your life, and you're going to experience that, and you're going to receive that beautiful blessing in your life. And when you do, you will continue to be this beautiful, happy person that you are now, and much, much, much more, much more. So go about the business of just living. Just live. Live and enjoy. Okay? Not hookup culture. enjoy. PG. You know what? We need a t-shirt. We need some merch on this channel. We need a t-shirt, something, cap, something that says just fine. Just fine. Maybe you should say that in the back, because I don't like things writing in the front. Just fine. Because you're going to be just fine. I promise you, you're going to be just fine. Don't overthink it. When you do happen to think, I would like to, have a partner to have this moment with, fine. Don't think about it in a way that harms you or hurts your heart. Think about it in a gratitude sense. You know what I mean? Like, thank you, dear Heavenly Father, that I'm going to experience that. I already feel the love that I'm going to feel. I feel its fullness, like it's overflowing in my body as I speak. And it's so beautiful and so wonderful. And I'm so excited for it. Amen. And now you go about the business of living today. And who knows, maybe today you will meet that person who'll be everything you want and more. That's it for today, friends. Mwah! Oh, the aggression. It lasted all the way to the end. All the way to the kiss. Mwah! Mwah! Okay, bye.